Min Park, PGA head golf professional at Talking Stick Golf Club in Scottsdale, Arizona, is our 2017 recipient of the Southwest PGA Merchandiser of the Year for Resort Facilities. Born and raised in Seoul, South Korea, Min moved to Seattle, Washington at the age of 12, where he was first introduced to the game of golf by his parents. Min's passion for golf grew as he attended Thomas Jefferson High School in St. Auburn, Washington, where he was a member of the golf team that won the state championship for 3 consecutive years. Following high school, Min attended Cornish College of the Arts in Seattle, Washington, where he earned a bachelor's degree in graphic design. Upon graduation, he accepted a position at Microsoft as a graphic designer. Despite his quick start working for the iconic tech brand, Min's passion for golf remained, as he would often continue playing the course adjacent to Microsoft's campus on a daily basis. Ultimately, Min made the decision to follow his dream and relocated to Chandler, Arizona, to attend the Golf Academy of America, where he earned an associate's degree in golf complex operation and management. He began his professional career in golf at Troon Country Club. He was elected to PGA membership in 2011 and continued his education, earning PGA certification in general management. During his 6 years at Troon, he became well-versed in teaching, administering tournaments, and overseeing day-to-day golf operations. Following one season as an assistant at Tatum Ranch Golf Club in Cave Creek, Min moved to his current position at Talking Stick in 2015. He continues working on his education and enhancing his management techniques and leadership skills while learning the various business aspects of the golf industry. At Talking Stick, Min's philosophy is to listen and focus on what is most important to the owners of the facility and the customers and guests. For the owners, the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community, he always looks for new ways to incorporate the Native American experience into the customer's experience. In addition to working closely with the vendors to look for new and unique ways and items to generate revenue, Min often relies on his fine art background to enhance the ambiance of the club while identifying opportunities to share the rich history of the Native American community. Please join me in welcoming our 2017 Southwest Section PGA Merchandiser of the Year for Resorts, Mr. Min Park.
Min, it's just, it's great to know you as a golf professional all this time, and to see you getting this award to me personally is really special. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Again. So like Marty, you came to the business side of the game with a very unique educational background. How has having the arts and graphic design background helped you from a golf merchandising perspective?
To me, I'm very vivid and I have a lot of imaginations in my head. So through that imagination, creativity, that I could see the merchandising settings before I create the big tables in front.
Yes. Yeah, and that visual aspect is really important in playing the game and merchandising the golf shop. So great job, man. So how hard was it to leave a company like Microsoft and the vast career opportunities that may have offered to you and moving into the golf industry?
It wasn't a tough decision at all. Golf's been in my life throughout ever since I was young. And for a 12-year-old kid who doesn't speak English, was very hard time making friends at the time. So it was just me and the golf ball on the golf course, having a blast. That being said, golf kind of helped me to communicate with the friends. So I discovered that playing a foursome is as much fun as playing by yourself. So, I'm meeting a lot of friends and awesome people through golf, so that it wasn't a hard decision at all for me.
Nice. I guess that says it all to the game of golf too as well. So wonderful. So you worked at Troon Country Club for 6 years.
Yep.
Under last year's 2016 Golf Professional of the Year, Mr. Tim Rafferty, who's in the audience here tonight as well. How did that experience help prepare you for your and now enjoying what's your success at Talking Stick?
So Rafferty.
Rafferty.
So a few things that comes to my mind is, first, he likes the people who is always punctual, and he has very The first thing he said was, "Min, if you're 5 minutes early, then you're 10 minutes late." So I got that going for a while, and his attention to detail is you can't find anybody else better. So, first time I was working for him was it was a little tough, but I learned a lot from him, so that I could become a good PGA PGA professional.
Sure, absolutely. And Tim, great job. You, Vince Lombardi, same deal. Vince Lombardi, 10 minutes early or you're late. Nice job. I like that, Tim. Good work. Okay, so now working for the Salt River, Pima, Maricopa Indian community. What are some of the challenges and opportunities that provides as it relates to your merchandising?
So Talking Stick Golf Club, it's in Scottsdale, but it's unique and different. Most of the clubs that are in Scottsdale has homes around it, but because it's in Native American land, there's no homes around it. And then every time I step into the golf facility, it has very different vibe to it. So every time I go to work, it's very, I want to say, it's overwhelming because you see all the wildlife animals, and you're almost like you're back in the days. So that I want to create the same ambience by bringing in Native American art and decor to the. Sorry, I'm not kind of nervous right now. To the customers.
No need. Yes. Wonderful. So that experience, your merchandise philosophy at Talking Stick versus a place like Troon Country Club or a public facility, how do those differ?
So Troon Country Club, your members, and you could figure out, because you're close to the members, so you could figure out what to bring in for the season. But at Talking Stick, because you don't know who's coming and where they're coming from, you have to really study your product so that you could make profit, but still give the same service to the customers.
Yes, wonderful. So in closing, who would you like to say a special thanks to or anything tonight?
Well, I saw a couple of good friends out there, Tim Rafferty, of course, and Mark Garneau. He was GM at the Troon Country Club while I was working there. And I was privileged to have such a good friend and mentor. I want to thank my GM, Steve Leonard. His guidance and encouragement and mentorship had made me become the professional I am today. And I also want to thank my parents, my family. They came down here from Seattle, despite their busy lives. So thank you. And lastly, my wife Sanjuli, without her support and sacrifice, it's pretty tough until you get your career going as a young professional. But because of her sacrifice, it means a lot to me, and I want to tell her I want to thank her for that. I think you deserve this award more than I do.
Thank you, man. Great job. Congratulations.